Hi everyone, welcome to Russia, the birthplace of Tetris.
Добро пожаловать в Россию.
That is welcome to Russia in Russian. So in this informational video, I will be bringing you some pictures, facts, and audio. So for the visually impaired, stay tuned. The meaning behind matryoshka. Do you remember those little Russian stacking dolls? They're called matryoshka dolls. Traditionally, the outside doll looks old and friendly, but anyone who has ever played with one knows there's so much more under the surface. In many ways, they're a good metaphor for modern Russia and a fine jumping off point for our adventure this month. When you think about our journey this October, consider that we're only reaching the second or third doll, beyond the superficial but not quite at the heart of things. We hope to bring you a bit more insight into this complex country through details of Russia's amazing food and talented people, stories that aren't quite newsworthy, but represent the everyday elements of society. But we'll get nowhere close to exploring the innermost doll, the little matryoshka, the true depths of Russia. For that, we recommend reading our guided discussion questions on the back cover and speaking as a family or a group of friends about your viewpoints on this month's destination. So as we begin this journey, we'll start by focusing first on something that doesn't get discussed enough, our similarities with the Russian people. Turns out, we all like delicious yums. From cherry blackcurrant marshmallows to savory shish kebab chips, we guarantee there's more than a few yums in this box that makes this intriguing country worth a visit. Let's begin. Who's ready for some trivia? This is one of my favorite parts of the Universal Yums box, and I kind of ran out of time last video, so here we go. So 1. Russia is roughly the same size as A. Africa, B. the Amazon rainforest, C. Pluto, or D. Texas. Question number 2. Which unique sport is played in Russia? A. Underwater chess, B. Snow soccer, C. Helicopter golf, D. Bicycle hockey. Question number 3. The Hermitage Museum's precious artworks are guarded by A. House cats, B. Volunteer art students, C. Armed mannequins, or D. Infrared lasers. Question number 4. Russians enjoy eating their pancakes with A. Cream cheese and pickles, B. Sour cream and caviar, C. Yogurt and lemon, D. Mayonnaise and sardines. Question number 5. A restaurant in Moscow is staffed entirely by A. Twins, B. Grandmothers, C. Redheads, D. Robots. Question number 6. In Russia, it's considered lucky to eat your first dollar bill, B. Gum on your shoe, C. Bus tickets, D. Moldy bread. The answers are going to be at the end of this video. Where in the world are we? Can you identify the geographical features of Russia? So we have Pacific Ocean, Arctic Ocean, Caspian Sea, Ural Mountains, Caucasus Mountains, Siberian Plateau, Lena River, Ob River, Lake Baikal. Do you like puzzles? Do you want to solve the secret one? Use the booklet to solve a secret clue revealing one of the items in next month's box. Next month, you'll be munching on this country's most famous cheese. So the answers to where in the world are we in the secret puzzle will be at the end of this video, as well as the trivia answers. So here we are at the official Yum Awards. It rates from Best Yum, Runner-Up, Worst Yum, and most unusual. If you would like to see my reactions and what I thought about each snack, you can go to my previous video and that will tell you which one was my favorite and the Yum Awards basically. The Red October Chocolate Factory makes soft toffee, which is called Kripisch. In 1851, a German immigrant named Theodor Ferdinand von Einem moved to Moscow with the dream of starting a business. He began selling candy out of a small shop in Moscow, but due to overwhelming demand, quickly moved to a huge factory on the river. By 1913, planes zipped overhead with the company logo, and the factory was supplying sweets to the Tsar himself. But during the onset of World War I, the company was seized by the Soviet Union and renamed Red October after Lenin's famous October 1917 government takeover. Then, during World War II, the government switched the factory production lines from candy to military rations. It wasn't until the war ended in 1945 that the Red October finally went back to making candy, and we're certainly glad they did. Still to this day, Red October produces the most famous chocolates and candies in the country. A perfect example, the crumbly toffee bar with ground peanuts, which I tried and I have to say it was just so yummy. So yummy. Spooky superstitions. The US isn't the only country that holds crazy superstitions. Russia has them too. Passed down from generation to generation, these unique beliefs and traditions are followed by many locals almost instinctively. Whether you're superstitious or not, the month might be the best time to start following their lead. You never know what traditions the spooky spirits follow. So stepping over someone. If someone is lounging with their legs up blocking your way, avoid the urge to step over them. Why? Russians believe stepping over another person, especially children, will cause them to stop growing. Yikes! Fortunately, the curse can be lifted by stepping back over them in the opposite direction and asking them to put their feet down. Wow. Okay, returning for forgotten items. Russia isn't a place for forgetful. Returning home for forgotten things is a bad omen in Russian culture. If locals forget something at home, they'll even go as far as asking neighbors to retrieve the item for them. But if returning is absolutely necessary, one must look in the mirror before leaving again, or else the journey will be cursed. Well, I guess they have a mirror in every household right beside the door. Dreaming about spiders. In Russia, there are countless superstitions about spiders. If you dream of squashing one, it means you're going to lose money or something else important to you. If a spider drops onto a table, it means your family has made a new enemy. On the other hand, if you see a creepy crawler descending from the ceiling, you should expect sudden good news, and if it drops into your head, you'll receive a present. Shaking hands across the doorway. Expecting guests? When they arrive, be sure not to greet them in the doorway. According to ancient Russian folklore, that threshold is where the house spirit lives. So breaking this gap with your body is thought to disturb the spirit and bring extreme bad luck. I'm not going to go, when I go visit, maybe one day, I am not going to shake someone's hand in their doorway. They probably won't let me anyway. So instead, walk outside to greet your guest, or wait until they're all the way inside before shaking hands or embracing. Giving an even number of flowers. Headed on a date? You might want to rethink the dozen roses. While giving flowers is customary in Russia, bouquets for festive occasions should only contain an odd number of blooms. Even numbers are believed to bring misfortune or death, as they're strictly reserved for funerals. And think twice about sunflowers. Yellow blossoms symbolize a future breakup. Well, I happen to love sunflowers. They're my favorite flower, and nobody has gotten them for me yet, so I think I'm good. Who's ready for some trivia answers? I know I am, because I haven't even read these yet, so I'm genuinely curious. Okay, so number 1. Russia is the largest country in the world, covering a massive span of 6.6 million square miles, roughly the same as the surface area of Pluto. So Pluto was the answer. If that doesn't paint a good enough picture for you, get this. If every human on Earth moved to Russia, each would have over half an acre of personal land. Now that's a whole lot of space. Okay, number 2. The idea is similar to traditional golf. Oh, except for the giant club, 3-foot ball, course made of snow, and a helicopter. So that's the answer to number 2. Helicopter. The rules of the game? Players must drive a helicopter 12 feet above the ground and use an oversized 22-pound club to guide the ball down a snowy slope to the finish line. Sounds simple enough, right? Okay, number 3. It is A. House cats. Domestic cats have been prowling the Hermitage since the 18th century, protecting its priceless works of art from rats and mice. The museum currently employs 74 furry guardians, and the job comes with perks: a place to stay in the museum's basement, delicious meals from a special kitchen, not to mention endless mouse snacks, and even their very own passport with a photo. It's the perfect life. A passport? Okay, number 4. B. Sour cream and caviar. Forget the syrup. In Russia, they take pancakes to a whole new level. Their thin, crepe-like pancakes, called blinis, are traditionally topped with cool sour cream and a scoop of fresh caviar. But the popular street snack can also be stuffed with savory combos like ham and cheese or smoked salmon and dill. Yum. Well, I wouldn't put that on my pancakes, but I mean, I don't like sour cream, and I've never tried caviar, so you never know. Okay, number 5 is A. Twins. Seeing double? Don't blame you. Don't blame the vodka. At the Twin Stars Diner in Moscow, identical twin siblings wearing identical outfits wait the tables and serve the drinks. The restaurant's owner, Alexei Khodorkovsky, says he was inspired by the 1963 Soviet film Kingdom of Crooked Mirrors, where a girl peers into a mirror and sees a twin of herself in an alternate reality. Yeah, that's spooky. Okay, number 6, the last trivia answer is C. Bus tickets. In Russia, bus, tram, and train tickets are all printed with unique 6-digit numbers. According to tradition, if the sum of the first 3 numbers equals the sum of the last 3, then the ticket is considered lucky, and you must eat it to absorb the luck. No. About 1 in every 18 tickets is lucky, so locals can often be seen tearing them into tiny chewable pieces, softening them in water, and even infusing them in their tea. Well, if that's their luck, if it brings them good luck, more power to you. In conclusion, thank you for watching this premiere/video with me. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I like tasting the snacks, making the video, and presenting it to you. Everybody take care and much love.